Hi guys, so today I want to talk about some of my current makeup opinions and I just suppose general thoughts that I have on makeup at the moment. So I suppose it's things like my preferences, the type of looks that I'm into, and basically just how I'm generally feeling about makeup. So I have 5 kind of ideas, opinions that I want to talk about, and I suppose it's natural as you get older and I suppose you experiment a bit with makeup that your opinions and thoughts tend to kind of change, and I suppose as well they do reflect what trends are out there at the moment as well. So I'm going to talk about the 5 main opinions that I have on makeup at the moment. So number 1 is that I'm getting more interested in techniques when it comes to makeup. Now, I have always loved wearing makeup. I've always loved putting it on, but I've never really been that focused on techniques. I've never really watched a YouTube video or at the moment like a TikTok and gone away and applied those techniques. That's my intention when I watch those types of videos, and I see so many technique videos on TikTok at the moment. Most of my feed is on techniques on makeup, so how to get the perfect kind of cat's eyeliner, the best way to do your base, how to kind of apply your blush and bronzer correctly. But I then don't go and apply those techniques. I always think about it. I always think, oh, that's a good idea and I should remember how to do that. But then I don't ever really do it. But I have started to do that now. So I did try a couple of eyeshadow technique videos that I saw recently. So I'm trying to, I suppose, apply my makeup in a way that best suits my face and my features. So my face shape, for example, the shape of my eyes, because I feel like my eyes are slightly hooded, but they're also uneven as well. So I'm trying to kind of apply eyeshadow and eyeliner in a way that makes them balanced, makes them more symmetrical. So there's these little techniques that I'm trying to kind of pick up along the way now and apply, whereas before I never really used to do that. I just used to put makeup on my face without really thinking about how I'm doing it and whether it really sort of is the best way for me and my features. And this is where platforms like YouTube and TikTok really kind of come into their own, because they're a great learning material. It's a great way to seek out some guidance and tips and tutorials on how to do anything basically, be it sort of like fitness or cooking or how to sew, but obviously mine is makeup. So there really is like a wealth of information out there. And there's so many videos on TikTok about how to apply your makeup in different ways. And the more that I'm coming across these types of videos, the more that I am trying to apply them as well. So I suppose this is, I guess, the main difference that I have kind of implemented recently. It's not just a case of I wake up in the morning and let's get some makeup on my face. It's let's get some makeup on my face, but let's make sure that I'm putting it on in a way that really highlights and complements my features. So the second makeup opinion I have at the moment is more to do with colours. So I've recently started an eyeshadow roulette on my channel, and I've picked 5 eyeshadows that I'm going to work on until I use each shadow 15 times, and then I will roll in new eyeshadows along the way. But the 5 eyeshadows that I randomly selected are all very dark and they all don't really complement each other. So I have actually found it quite difficult recently to make these eyeshadows work for me. And I have kind of realised that I just don't like wearing dark eyeshadows. I have really bad dark circles, and I find that if I wear a dark eyeshadow, regardless of whether I have colour corrected my dark circles or not, dark eyeshadows just really draw out the purple and the blue underneath my eyes. They make my eyes look more sunken, they make me look more tired, and they're not the most flattering or complimentary of colours for my skin tone. I don't feel like they lift my face, they lift my complexion, make me look radiant and alive. They tend to kind of draw colour from my face and make me look more tired. So I've started to kind of step away from dark eyeshadow and step away from dark makeup as well, because I am also doing a lipstick challenge as well where I wear all of my lipsticks. And last week I wore a dark burgundy, and I think I wore it in a video. I'll need to check which video and I'll link it so you can see how it looks. But it was a dark burgundy, but it just looked overpowering. It's the type of shade that wears me and not the other way around. You notice that first rather than noticing, I suppose, me first. And again, I just didn't think that dark lip colour suited me. So I really am trying to step away from wearing dark colours and dark eyeshadows in particular. And I'm hoping as well with this eyeshadow roulette that I can start to kind of find the best colours that suit me. And if there are any single eyeshadows that I have that are quite dark and aren't complimentary on me, I will declutter them. And there are, I think, 2 in my current eyeshadow roulette that I will be decluttering. But I think that is my next video. I think the eyeshadow roulette is my next video, so I will mention what those colours are in that video. So current makeup opinion at number 3 kind of follows on from number 2. So I'm not sure if any of you out there have kind of heard of seasonal colour analysis, but it's something that I stumbled upon randomly, I think, in a previous job. And then it's something that's kind of popped up along the way as I've kind of, I suppose, explored fashion a bit more, explored makeup a bit more. And it's all about finding out which season of the year that your colouring kind of suits more. So you have winter and summer that are more cool toned, and then you have spring and autumn which are more warm toned. There is more to it than that, and I don't really fully understand it, and I can't really explain about the other seasons that aren't the one that I think I fit into. So as I've kind of looked more into this, I think that I fit into spring, which is warm colours, but spring as well tends to be fairly kind of muted, fairly light. There's not a lot of contrast going on. So if you were to take a picture of me, put it into black and white, there's not a lot of contrast between my skin, my hair and my eyes. It's all kind of fairly the same sort of colour. And the colours associated with spring are all warm colours, but they are colours that you associate with spring anyway. So it's things like nice bright yellows, it's sort of mint, turquoise, teal, it's lilac and lavender, like coral, salmon, pastel pink colours, all with a warm base and not a cool base. And I have tried to kind of do a lot of research around clothes and especially makeup that suits spring colouring and that has those colours in it. And the more that I am, I suppose, experimenting with my makeup collection, I've realised that there is quite a bit of makeup that doesn't suit spring colours. So the dark eyeshadows that I mentioned, for example, those are a big no-no for springs because they tend to overpower a spring's complexion. For spring, it's all about, I suppose, a radiant makeup look. Nothing too overpowering, so no dark eyes. Try to kind of stay away from things like black eyeliner and black mascara. You don't want anything super bright as well because that can make you look a little bit clownish. It's all about those kind of soft pastel or soft bright colours. So I suppose like a muted version of a bright orange, for example. So for today's makeup then, I think the lips is a spring colour because it's a fairly bright, like a muted bright corally pink lipstick, but I don't think the eyes are spring because they're like a khaki colour. I think this is potentially more autumn. And then the cheeks as well aren't a soft kind of peach colour. This is more like a dusky pink. So I am trying to kind of lean more towards makeup that suits a spring complexion, but this is where I'm a little bit unsure because I think that I'm a spring. But if any of you out there know about colour season analysis, if you can let me know whether you agree with me or whether you think I am maybe an autumn, I don't know. It's nice for somebody to kind of take a step back and be completely objective and say, no, actually, I think you are this. I think I'm a spring, but let me know what your thoughts are. So at number 4, I suppose also kind of leads into number 3 as well, like 3 did with 2. And I am very much all about a more natural makeup look. I tend to go for real sort of like minimal makeup. If I didn't film any videos, if I wasn't setting myself any makeup challenges and I was just wearing makeup for the pure fun of it, I would go for a real natural look. So it would be hardly anything on my eyes. And it would be a real sort of like nude lip, maybe a nude corally lip. The base would be quite light as well. I wouldn't go for any kind of like harsh contouring, which I don't really do anyway. But I don't think I would be that experimental in the types of colours that I would go for. I would keep things very sort of muted and natural. So as much as I love like a dramatic or a real colourful or bold makeup look on other people, it's not something that I'm that interested in applying on myself. I'm much more about a more kind of natural makeup look like this, I suppose. I just feel like it suits me a little bit more. I don't think I have the face or the features that lends itself to a real bold lip or a real heavy smoky eye. I do think a more minimal makeup look is more flattering on me. And as I've gotten older as well, I feel like I have experimented with makeup in the past. I guess during my 20s, that was a period where, as I was experimenting with makeup, I was figuring out what colours suited me, whether I suited a heavier eye or whether I suited a thicker base or baking or things like that. So I feel like I've done that. I've kind of gotten it out of my system, and now it's more about just enhancing what you naturally have. And I feel like there's a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of TikToks out there as well that are all about, I suppose, clean beauty and clean makeup looks. I don't like that term. I don't like clean makeup. I think it's, you know, a marketing sort of ploy, but anyway, that's for a different topic. But I guess those looks are all about a natural makeup look. It's about radiance rather than lots of layers and a real kind of like heavy makeup look, which, don't get me wrong, I've said I do really like, but I like on other people, not myself. So fifth and final makeup opinion is about products, and it's about lip products. Now, I love lip products. I think foundation, blusher and lip products are my favourite category of makeup. And I've always been a lipstick person. I always wear something on my lips. When I go to bed, I put a lip balm on. When I get up in the morning, I will put some more lip balm on. And then for the rest of the day, if I'm wearing makeup, I will have like a lipstick on or a lip gloss. Or if I'm having a makeup free day, I'll wear a lip balm. So I don't ever not have anything on my lips, apart from when maybe it's like rubbed off when I'm asleep, or, you know, I'm in the shower or in the bath. Obviously I wouldn't wear anything then. So I always have lip product on my lips. I will always have one with me as well. So if I go out and about, I always put a lip product in my handbag. But I've always been more of a lipstick person. I never really liked gloss. For me, gloss was something that you tried when you started to get into makeup and you started to experiment. And I remember gloss being very glittery, very gloopy and sticky and tacky. You slightly move your face and then all of your hair sticks to your lips, and it's very annoying. So for me, lip gloss felt very, I suppose, immature. It was very young and teenage in my opinion, and as I got a little bit older, I got straight into lipsticks. And that was what I really stuck with for, I suppose, a long time. I always had way more lipsticks than I ever did lip glosses. I suppose I only really had 1 or 2 lip glosses at any one time in my collection, but lipsticks I would have around about at least a dozen. However, a year or 2 ago, or maybe last year, I tried the Fenty lip gloss, and that started to change my opinion of lip glosses. That was a beautiful colour. I can't remember what the colour was now, but it felt lovely, it looked so flattering, and it was just a really lovely product to wear. After that, I tried the Vive lip gloss, which again I really liked. Didn't like the glitter in it, so that's why I wouldn't repurchase it, but I really loved how it felt. It feels like the formulation of lip glosses are really starting to step up, that they're moving away from that glossy tacky feeling to more of like a lip oil, something that's a lot smoother, a lot more hydrating, and you can actually open your mouth without it being really sticky. So when I finished up the Vive lip gloss, I think a month or 2 ago, I bought a Kiko lip gloss. Well, I bought 3 of them actually, that my friend recommended, and they are without a doubt the best lip glosses I have ever tried. I will try to remember to link them in the description box, but they are so hydrating. They're so thin, so again you have none of that sticky, heavy, thick feeling on your lips, and they're just so flattering. And I suppose as I've gotten more into a natural makeup look, fewer products, less heavy in terms of colours, I've much preferred to wear like a slightly glossy lip rather than a completely matte lip. So I'm really starting to get more into lip glosses. I really enjoy wearing, say, a matte lipstick or a lip liner and then putting a gloss over the top of it. So you get the colour of the lipstick or the lip liner, but then the glossy hydrating effect of the lip gloss over the top. And I think a lip gloss just adds youth, it adds radiance and a little bit of playfulness to your finished makeup look as well. So I really am happy that lip glosses seem to be improving and getting a lot more, I suppose, sophisticated. It's really become one of my favourite products now. I really do enjoy wearing a lip gloss. So those are my current makeup opinions, so please let me know in the comments down below if you agree with any of mine or not, and also what are your current makeup opinions as well. Have they changed? Are there now like techniques that you're using now that you never did before, or are there products now that you used to hate but you now love? Please let me know it down below. I really am interested to hear your opinions on this. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you liked it, and I will see you again soon for my eyeshadow roulette, I think. See you soon, guys. Bye.